Hey Katie Boo, how's my future wife? I'm in for a troll, did that sort of thing, and this one completely fucking bullshit. Man, your friend, little Miss can eat a potato sideways. Like I said, she's got big ass cheeks, but they're shaped nice, and I believe she, could really get some jiggle and wiggle and jiggle and the bounce um, with what she's working with. So, and like I said, the tits, and I feel almost bad talking about her, because you're a secret fan, and I'm sure she is too, and all that. Because she just shat out that kid, so she's got all that motherly instinct going on and whatnot. But man, I'm telling you, but you got that going too, like where you're well, so. But I just think just because the mass, you know, and the fact that you're a runner and whatnot, you don't have much jiggle and wiggle. It's like you couldn't even get them going. But I think she could, But it's not some ghetto, booty booty bullshit. She's got shape. They're just they're her ass cheeks are pretty big, but they work. Um, so and then there's chicks like Hibbery Dibbery, whose ass cheeks are just fucking ridiculous, and they're made out of clay. And then Mrs. Butthead, of course, when she first showed up, like the straight dog that she is, she had shape. She didn't have jiggle and wiggle, but some bitch, that bitch had shape. And then she fucking ballooned up. And that one day, I was sitting out there just pissed off, hating on life, plotting my revenge, thinking of what harm I could do to, innocent people, or just ruin somebody's day, or just express my discontent for the world. And I was sitting there, thinking, what can I do? And she walked out there probably on purpose. And, she had on the spandex pants, but her ass was like 3 times big. And I thought, shit, this is new. This happened relatively quick. I guess I just hadn't looked at her ass in a while, because I didn't really, I just, she wasn't in my, my dispatcher. She wasn't my window, so I just, it is what it is, but not that, because sometimes you'd have to like get up, walk over to somebody else's desk and get to shit and whatnot. But um, yeah, I remember that. When the fuck did this happen? And now, she's where she's at now because she's with the Gweed, and the Gweed's like. So, and like I said, he's a modern, human male. So, he probably doesn't even give two shits and a fuck about those ridiculously large butt cheeks. And she's got huge submarine thighs now. You think he runs his dick through them? Between her thighs? Probably not. He just likes them when they're on either side when she's rocking back and forth on it. Dumb fucking shit. On my planet, if you got a thigh fetish and you're like, hey baby, you know what? I'd really like it if you sized up those thighs a little bit. You're running your dick, between them. You're not just like, yeah, look at that. Just stand there and pose while I jack off, or whatever the fuck, any random earthling would do, up to and including the chump ass Gweed. I'm done putting them on a pedestal. I'm done with that shit. So I did that for a while just because whatever. I mean, as far as she's concerned, even though he's second place, he's second place, second behind me. So, I get that, but he still leaps and bounds, above, Like I said, I worked there for 3 years. Company doorknob. Everybody's had their turn. Puss boy. Well, actually, first I think it was the gremlin or leprechaun or troll or any of those three. Then it was Puss boy. And then it was some rando. I didn't even know who the fuck he was. I don't think it was the Gweed because I remember him looking like a dork. Um, I'm me. I get to talk like this. If anybody else did it, it would be weird and it would be like unhealthy for them. You know what I mean? Like there would be some bitterness or jealousy or whatever, right? Nah. No, I can talk all kinds of crazy shit, you know, and the rules get applied to me, no doubt, but they don't actually apply to me, you know, so I guess that's all I gotta say about that. I know, Katie Boo, I'm sitting here spewing all this shit. This weird, oddly shaped, thick-thighed, big-butt fucking bimbo bitch. You think the Gweed knows how to appreciate that? Not that any fucking, you know, anyone on my planet could, but people here on Earth, you know. You got a giant fucking ass, you know, you see. You think he knows what to do with it? Probably not. Maybe. No, he probably has her sit on his face while he licks her butthole or some fucking fucked up shit like that. You know, it's like, if you're capable of that, what else are you capable of? Like mass offings, you know, well, it's just normal human behavior. Here, on Earth, because like I said, I'm from outer space, but basically it's, you know, Earth version better. So, oh yeah, it's a parallel universe. Yeah, you won't find it out there. Well, you might find it if you do like the whole time travel wormhole thing, but you know, I guess that's all I got. Sorry, bye. I'll tell you what, though, I'm gonna be tired this weekend. You know, I mean, I'm still getting, you know, like, you know, 8 or 9 hours of sleep a night, but, and that's fine. And you settle in, you know, you fall in and whatnot. And you know, I sleep fine, but, you know, I think when Friday rolls around, I wouldn't be surprised if I didn't find myself, you know, drinking or anything crazy like that. I might just come home, go to bed, get up at like 10 o'clock, you know, and do some productive shit. So, because like I said, I was getting that out of my system and whatnot, which it's all out of my system now, of course, but, you know, it's like when Sunday rolls around, you know, it's like it fucks up your sleep, you know, on Saturday night, you know, and, you know, it's just, you're not, you know, so. I mean, I did the math and all that stuff as far as, like, you know, that goes, but still, you know, you just sort of feel, you know, because you slept like shit, you know, Friday night, and then Saturday night, you kind of did it again. It's just nice to be operating at 100%, you know what I mean? So. Have a good day. Good night, Katie Boo. I think about you every night. Holding you in my arms. And you doing ASMR on me and shit. See, if anybody else said that, it'd be pathetic. But when I say it, you know. No, we good. That's so fucking stupid. Is it? Nobody told me that.